All right, this video is for anybody that is either a computer science grad, anybody that's in school, or anybody that is in a coding bootcamp getting ready to transition into software engineering. This is what Uncle Mark has to say about your future prospects in the field. So I'm going to tell you that he has mentioned it already, that that AI is going to be removing the software engineering function. They have already started announcing layoffs. They're going to cut back 5% of their workforce. A lot of these people are software engineers with other big tech companies and other tech companies to follow. So here's what Uncle Mark has to say, and on top of that, let's go ahead and talk about what roles you should be considering transitioning to over instead.
Probably in 2025, we at Meta, as well as the other companies that are basically working on this,
as well as the other players, and if you have any a discrepancy or like confusion as to who they are, they're pretty much all the other guys that showed up to the inauguration party with Uncle Mark here that aims to go ahead and remove y'all at wholesale rates.
Are going to have an AI that can effectively be a sort of mid-level engineer that you have at your company that can write code. And once you have that, then in the beginning it'll be really expensive to run, and then you can get it to be more efficient. And then over time we'll get to the point where a lot of the code in our apps and including the AI that we generate is actually going to be built by AI engineers instead of people engineers. Probably in 2025,
That's what Uncle Mark said. So what can you go ahead and do? Well, a lot of software engineers, actually, the first place that they think about going to is actually product management. This is the more business side of the function. And it's because it's not coding heavy at all. You don't have to know any coding. You determine what needs to be built and why those products should be built or features. And if you want to go ahead and transition to product management, by all means, go ahead and schedule a call with us. Others, and anywhere in terms of like salary wise, people are coming out of our program for product management with $150,000 to $200,000 and above. We have a track record for that. And in fact, we're actually running challenges, keeping everybody accountable in applications. If you want to be on the more chatty side of the business, you can always go into tech sales, and tech sales people can make north of anywhere between $750,000 to $1 million and above. Granted, you also have to start at the tech SDR level, work your way up. But if tech sales is what you want to transition to, please schedule a call with us, and we would love to go ahead and talk to you. Lastly, is actually cybersecurity. As we are more reliant on technology and we are more vulnerable to having our data hacked and actually compromised, we're going to need more cybersecurity professionals to prevent cybersecurity threats, cybersecurity attacks, respond to cybersecurity threats and attacks, and then also anticipate people. There's something called offensive roles. If you want to go into cybersecurity, you can make anywhere between $400,000 and $600,000 plus. Granted, you have said number of certifications. But the really good news about cybersecurity is going to be this: cybersecurity attacks don't just happen when 6 p.m. comes around and everybody's time to go home. In fact, that's actually when cybersecurity attacks go down the most. It's after 6 p.m. It's actually when they get hit. So if you've ever thought about working overseas and making U.S. rates, you can work other cities that hire heavily for cybersecurity professionals, especially those that have got their training here in the States with some American work experience. Singapore, Sydney, Australia, Dubai, London, Frankfurt, Germany is actually another huge hub, just to go ahead and name a few. Paris, Tokyo, Japan. We can actually have a full conversation about this, but regardless of which program that you choose, one of the key missions that we have across the Elevate and the Product Gym family is to help you build your personal brand, a YouTube channel, an Instagram channel, so that you're an influencer. That way you are protected from getting laid off, and that way you can also generate a secondary income stream. The market has only gotten more volatile in the past few years, and the tech professionals that have a brand versus the tech professionals that don't have a brand are, they are less likely to get laid off. They are more likely to get promoted because companies see that they're a mascot for them. And even when they get laid off, you know what YouTube videos they're not making what topics they're not making YouTube videos about? How brutal the job hunt is, because when they get laid off, they just live stream the video and they have so many TikTok and Instagram and YouTube views that essentially now they can just make money full time as a creator and just wake up whenever they want and go to sleep whenever they want. So like ultimately we want you to have that secondary income stream, because across all of our programs we have one philosophy: if you ever need our help in landing another job, we will be there to go ahead and support you. But the market has honestly gotten so volatile that you just don't know, and nobody's really safe. Government federal employees right now are all being required to go back into the office 5 full days a week. And even if they did, there's no telling if they're going to get cut, because of the Department of Government Efficiency might drop them. So it's just like, I could go back into the office, but at the same time, like, I could be working my ass off, and Uncle Mark, what's stopping you from canceling me with AI? Nothing. This is why you have to look out for yourself. This is why we're going to look out for each other. With that said, my name is Rich. I'm one of the co-founders for both the Product Gym and the Elevate programs. Go ahead, schedule a call. We'll go ahead and take care of you. You are not alone. You will see across all of our programs, we are hosting 2 coaching calls a day, making sure everybody's being taken care of, everybody's generating interviews, and everybody's going to be landing jobs. We do not leave our own behind. We will not give up on you, so don't give up on yourself, because we will not be giving up on each other. See you very, very soon.